Hey everyone, Dylan here, and I just want to say, one, new camera, yay! It's hopefully it is not as blurry as my other ones were, or I don't know how to describe how my other ones were, but I decided to do a video to talk about, uh, basically you can probably already tell, the illegal anime websites. Such as the one that's on the thumbnail, which is actually kind of the more popular one to use. But I want to do a video telling you why there are people that still use this website or other websites that are like this. And I have three main points here about it. And and the first point is kind of like a common one, I feel like, and that's that most people who start watching anime have either started watching it ever since they were a kid, or if you're like me, watched it as a kid but didn't realize what anime was until later on. But but then, like they watch it maybe like on Toonami whenever they first start watching it, and then I'm just trying to say that practically everyone has started to has used this website at least once in their whenever they first start, because not everyone realizes that, hey, these are illegal websites that are or sort of pirating these anime, and they just don't realize that it's illegal at that moment. There's I don't know. Are they technically considered illegal? I think maybe. Anyway, that's one of my first points. Is that everyone starts watching it at that, like they don't realize that it's a illegal website because they're just trying to find the shows that they want to watch any way they can. Now, if you're like me and it was like 2012, 2013, and it was before YouTube. I actually was watching anime on YouTube. And that was before they did the whole copyright crap. And that's how I actually started watching more. Actually, well, yeah, that's where I started. And so I couldn't find it, and then I had to go search for these said websites to start watching these anime. And now the second point, it has to do that not everyone has the money to use for services like Crunchyroll. Now, there's a lot of people that can debate against this, and they don't have to pay for it because it's only for a premium. But some of them want to be able to be caught up with these new anime, and then they'll be like left out of the loop of like inside jokes and like new memes are being shown and all that kind of stuff. And you can't do that if you don't have a premium membership with like Crunchyroll, Hulu, Funimation, all these different ones, Netflix, which maybe not Netflix as much, but like these main streaming services that are giving you the newest anime constantly. And of course, not all of them are on there. But that's going to be my next point. And keep going with this point first, because people can also just try to counter back saying, "Oh, it's only like what, $6.95 a month." Some of the people who would be using this are probably could be like younger people who don't have money at all, who want to watch these shows. and they can't. So they have to go to these websites to go and watch them. They have no choice because their parents could probably won't do these streaming services for them, and that just leads them to go to these websites. Now, this final one that I was talking about a little bit earlier is that, like I said, not all anime is on these streaming websites because the licensing for them to be streaming them ends. An example of this would be the Higurashi horror anime, which I actually have been watching through a certain website that's on the thumbnail because I have no choice. It's either I go and buy the Blu-ray for each season or the combined complete series, or I can just watch it via this website. And because it's not on Crunchyroll, it's not on Funimation, it's not on Hulu, it's not on, can't think of, those are the main three that I know of. I know there's Verve and all, but that's just mainly Crunchyroll now because of the Funimation and Crunchyroll kind of split. And so Funimation is not on going to be on Verve anymore, or by the time you see this, it won't be on Verve anymore. And there's a lot more anime out there than was being brought to you via Crunchyroll, or Funimation or Hulu that you can't watch on them because they won't update the licensing because maybe not enough people are watching it, so they will just get rid of it. Of course, now Netflix is bringing more anime in, like Seven Deadly Sins. They finally got the dubbed for the second season, the official second season, not the 4-part OVA stuff that set up the second season. But and like Netflix is starting to do better with anime, and they're bringing a lot more into it, and sometimes calling it their own. Which for Netflix, it's kind of correct for Seven Deadly Sins because I couldn't watch that either on Crunchyroll or Funimation. I didn't have Hulu at the time for the second season because it was only being premiered on a certain spot somewhere in Japan. So I had to go on these illegal websites to just be able to be caught up with this second season. And like I say, some people just don't have a choice in having to do this. But of course, there are going to be some people that are, because of some of these websites, like the one in the thumbnail, that let you download the actual episodes. And the reason that could be a good thing or a bad thing is because people can pirate it themselves and then try to put on DVDs and try to sell this like bad kind of fake DVD that has these actually has them on there and they're not official and all that kind of stuff. But those are like the minority of people that are probably would do that. There's a good majority probably that would just download it because they probably can't even have internet to watch anime, so they download it. They watch it on their computer, put it on their phone and watch it, or have it on a flash drive like I have on my, and put it on a Blu-ray or a PlayStation or something, and watch it via that on TV. And then afterwards they just delete the episodes because they're done watching it. That's a pretty simple thing that is a good thing. And it might lead them to get, like, say, the Blu-rays and such later on, depending on the prices. God damn Aniplex. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just hate how Aniplex does their pricing. I'm pretty sure everyone does. Like, why do they have to sell like they're doing the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? They're reselling that with Aniplex. I think it was officially Aniplex in the beginning, but with this one, it's like $100 for the two parts each. $100. It's $200 for a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I mean, there's probably some special stuff in it, but I don't know if it's worth the freaking overprice of it. Anyway, off of that tangent, and I just want this video to show people that of the reasons why people have no choice with these illegal anime websites. That they can be bad, but it can also give some good exposure to them, and then these people can later on they can get these premium stuff for these streaming services, and later on, and they'll be able to watch it legally. But again, not all anime is on there, so they would have no choice again and end up back on there just to watch these anime that can be referenced by, say, other YouTubers, and they'll just be like, talk about this awesome anime, but they're not able to watch it because there might not even be a Blu-ray of it, and they can only get it on these websites. And there's their only choice. So sometimes people don't have a choice. If you enjoyed the video, why not consider subscribing for more content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.